as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Double tight. 5'9".
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
We're good, we're good. Check 4, ready. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 4, check 4.
On the delay, this is Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Breeze now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Two kill. 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check. Hey, kill.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You got tight right there. We go 21. 23rd.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, 47. Wait. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Check back 47. I'm trying to collect. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here we go. Easy. Here we go. Check. Let's go.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
X3, 218, chop it.
Now on second and 16. Breeze escaping the pressure right. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. No.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
45. Hey, orbit. Night, sweetheart.
Breeze now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Even. 4 down. Even.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a play fake. Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5-9. Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Breeze again. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You kill. Hey, box truck.
Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Winston now from the 50. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Under crush. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
You're good. I'm full. Ready. Watch the twist.
On play action, it's Breeze. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down now, it's Murray looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Bree's going to get this one to Meredith. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Foreman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Winston and Miller with it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Breeze. Flush to his right. That's caught by Meredith, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Saints.
On play action, now Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. You kill.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Two times. Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock, or...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Winston to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Ginn. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the twist.
Play action. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready? Flag. What you got? Follow. Easy. Screen, triple T. Hey, screen. Don't set with the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey.
What can Winston do in the OT now? And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze, throw left side, taken in by Meredith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill. Sammy.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Kill.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. This is Murray. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And